guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those of you who don't know me, I am Uzinhle Mzileni, your host and friend in all things growth and personal development. And to everyone who's returning, thank you so much for coming back. And I just want to apologize. Last week, guys, I did not upload a video because I needed to go for a job orientation. I was there for almost a week and I needed to make sure that I actually get the training that I needed to get and grasp as much as I could, and I needed to make sure that I actually bond with my new colleagues and be present. So we are in the last quarter of 2024. We are in October, which means we have about 3 months left before we close off 2024. And I was using this time to actually reflect on my goals and to see how far I still need to go, or how far I have actually come and what it is that I still need to do. So I was taking off certain goals that I was able to achieve. What this helps me with is I am able to gauge what next year will look like. So if I was able to do most things during 2024 and I was able to achieve most goals now in 2024, then at least I can predict, okay, next year is going to be a much easier year for me. I'm going to be relaxed a bit and get to enjoy myself, or do other things. Or if I was not able to achieve most things in 2024, which then means I'll have to push them into 2024, into 2025, and that will mean that I will have a year that will look a bit hectic. I'm very glad that I actually do this thing of actually noting down my goals and being able to tick off. I was thinking to myself, Aintombi, you have done so well. You did what you could do, and yes, even though there's still much to be done, but it's important to pat yourself in the back and say, congratulations, Sana, you have walked the walk. And to think about so many things have happened along the way. If mhlambi I was umtu that easily gives up, then I would have given up. But what keeps me grounded is knowing why I decided to start, why I had set that goal to begin with. And that is what becomes my driving force, what makes me want to press on even though I experience difficulty along the way. Nage, guys, I'm very passionate when it comes to investing in property, and that is because, one, the benefits are great. Yes, it might take time for you to actually reap the rewards, but when you do, they are very great. And for now, I'm that likes things, so I definitely need to make sure that I am able to afford the lifestyle that I want to live, that I'm able to get all the things that I want to get out of life. I am a lover of fine things. I am a lover of great vibes. So I need to make sure that I am able to fund that lifestyle. I find joy in being able to go to a coffee shop in the morning for breakfast, just to go work there, just to enjoy those vibes. I am umdu that likes going on trips. I am umdu that loves fashion. I like looking nice, so I gotta make sure. And most importantly for me, I want to make sure that my kids do not have to start right at the bottom, that I at least lay a foundation that they can build from, and that life is much easier for them than it was for me. And personally, I am a young woman with one son out of wedlock, and I usually get thoughts zoba. I want to make sure that by the time I get married, I want to make sure I have at least made life comfortable for my son, that he at least has an inheritance that he can benefit from when I'm no longer around, or when he is a grown up, right? The last thing that I want is for me to be so caught up in a love bubble so much that I forget that I came in with umntana. I think that xa ndichata one day, when I get married, I want to make sure that I have at least secured a future, a bright future for my child, and I would appreciate my partner to actually do the same as well, secure a future for their child. By the time we actually blend families, we know that we've actually taken care of abantwana on the sides, and then whatever we build from together is what we will say is ours. There's nothing that I feel like, hey guys, I usually say, it's not a matter of me getting into marriage and then thinking the worst will happen. No, my brain runs wild, and I think I'm okay with that. Because guys, imagine in situations where it's a fact, people change, right? People can be who they are in front of you, and then in your absence they are completely different people. So imagine a situation where you and your partner have blended your families, and in this situation you were not able to secure izinto for umntana wakho osecaleni, right? Now you get married and you blend these families. He has his children, and then you have your own children. So you blend this nice family. Your kids are his kids, and his kids are your kids. It's all nice, it's all vibes. And then, God forbid, I pass away, right? And now my son is put in a situation where, even though when I was alive, we had this blended family where we created an environment that says that we are one and all kids will benefit from the work that we put in. And now that I'm not there anymore, you find izinto have changed. Umntanakho now is put aside, and umntu is now looking after his own kids. And in the end, now you find umntana is put in a situation where they do not have access to any of your assets, and when they are grown-ups, they have to start from zero and build their way up. Yet umamake was alive at some point and worked to make sure that he at least has a comfortable life. Or in certain situations, you might have blended your families, and God forbid, once again, you both pass on, and you had this culture of blended families, and that's what you have created endlini. But then now when families take over, they do not carry on the vision that you guys had. Wonke is on about Lena was eyomntanetu, Lena be eyomntanetu, and you know how people get when it comes to fighting for your assets, and you know how people change when money is involved. So that is my why for having a passion in investing in property. One, making sure that I am able to give myself the life that I would like to live, a very comfortable life, a life where I'm able to own my time and do what I want to do at the time that I want to do it. Secondly, securing a great future for my son or any other kids that I will have maybe in the future. Takes me back to when I was reflecting. In 2024, I experienced a very painful situation where I was building a house. I managed to secure land, and then I decided I was gonna start building. And then unfortunately, when I was halfway through, bayidiliza, and so all my money, all my hard-earned efforts went down the drain. Ndatyhafa. And I reflected, and I was thinking, how could people be so cruel, Sana? Like, why would you even do that? But at some point I wanted to stop and just be okay with just living in my current house and not want to secure more properties, because I was kind of resistant. But what if I get to experience Lendo all over again? But then I remembered the greater picture of why I decided to do yonke Lendo of investing in property and making sure I get as much properties as I can. And would I stop wanting to secure the future for my kids? Would I want to stop giving giving myself the life that I want to live simply because of this one unfortunate event? No. So I was able to dust myself up with amandla and wanikweyo nguThixo. I was able to dust myself up, and I was like, baby girl, remember, you still have a longer way to go. And thank God I dusted myself up and managed to get another property. And then now I was like, okay, take it a bit slow, take it one day at a time, and make sure it's a safer decision to take. It's fair, and take into consideration all the precautions that you need to take. And one day at a time, eventually you will get there, but do not stop. Remember why you started in the first place, so that when you get your obstacles that will come your way, you are able to remember, but those are only there to derail you. And whatever happens, yes, but you need to press on, because the vision is greater, the picture is greater, the purpose of it all is much greater than what had tried to stand in your way. So with every goal that you set and with every task that you plan to put in place, know your reason, know your why, so that you are able to make sure whatever happens along the way, you remain standing on business. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I hope to see you on the next video. Please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Most importantly, please subscribe to my channel and help it grow. See you on the next one, guys. Bye.